Hey, so I'm up in the Sacramento Mountains today in the Lincoln National Forest over Spud Patch Canyon Way. Um, just getting a chance to be able to get out with my gear. I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been wanting to make this video for a little bit. So I got the chance to come out and do it. So that's what that is. That's why I'm out today. I got my KLMK camis on, got my AK, got my day pack set up for like a reconnaissance. We'll go over shotgun reconnaissance, sustenance roll. We'll go over that. So there we go. So, all right. But first, sponsors of today's video are Brownells, Nautilus Ammunitions, Good Camo, and more. All links and discount codes to the different sponsors and companies are available in my link tree in my bio on Bushplaid on Instagram. So thank you to those guys for helping expand the page and help out with supplying ammunition and gear and firearms and etc. So thank you to them for being a part of this growing channel. So all right. So today's video is a quick video about shotguns in a fieldcraft setting, and not necessarily your quintessential semi-auto tactical shotgun, etc., etc. It's more about being able to utilize a shotgun not only for defense or offense, depending on what your mission set is. It's more for the multi-role use that a shotgun has for a small group, a small team, especially when you have something like a patrol base setup or something of that nature. Okay, so that's mainly what this is. That's what this is about. So having a shotgun in this field type setting, you have in a patrol base. Now this is all hypothetical, right? So I'm just gonna this scenario: 6-man team, patrol base setup, where you have the majority of your heavy rucks and kit. You're doing potential reconnaissance or more of a presence patrol in an area. You have an area where you're bivouacked. You have your shelters set up, your sleep kit, the majority of your gear, and you're set up in twos. You've got 2 guys in camp. You've got 2 guys doing some type of circular clearance patrol, and 2 guys potentially patrolling in the other way. Or because if you're there for the long haul, the long-term weeks and weeks, and you only have X amount of food, you have to supplement that potentially somehow. So having a shotgun in camp can help mitigate hunting for food, looking for food, foraging for food. It's a lost art is foraging, right? So we've got our shotgun. This is an 18.5. This is Mossberg 500, 18.5-inch barrel. And the buttstock right here, I have some personal defense and buckshot loads, because the thought process is, if I'm out here in a sustenance role, I can have it loaded with birdshot, but I have my heavy hitting rounds easily accessible right there. I swapped up my kit, because I have my AK, because you're not just going to leave your primary rifle with ammunition in camp. If you're going to be the designated person with the shotgun, you're going to still carry your rifle with some ammunition to be able to be combat effective in a fighting scenario, right? So you've got your shotgun, you've got your personal defense rounds, you've got it loaded with hunting rounds potentially or whatnot. Now you can bring, stand by, I brought this, I just put this to the side because I was just kind of carrying this on the side. You can bring a secondary barrel with you if you want. This is a 28-inch field barrel. Is it a full choke? I think it's a full choke. Shotgun hunting, I never worried about the choke size. I just used a shotgun, mainly a double barrel shotgun, if not this. So you got a 28-inch barrel, field barrel, an 18.5-inch barrel, home defense barrel. You have those. You could go out. It's not smart to shoot buckshot out of this, but you can go out with this barrel affixed to it. I'm looking for sustenance, but I have the defensive self-defensive rounds, right? if you're solely going out, you don't have all this gear and equipment, and you're literally going out with just a bandolier, which is, I have that in this pack, a bandolier of hunting shotgun shells, and you're just going around your little patrol base looking for squirrels or some type of bird, crow or whatever, okay. But if you're going out in somewhat of in a patrol setting, two of you, two-man patrol, staggered, going through, looking for something potentially to get to eat, slash, you're still kind of doing a clearance patrol because you're armed up with your rifles and your gear, right? So having the ability to have game load in it, defense loads, that way also, say you freaking come across a bigger game or something, you have the ability with buckshot or slugs to potentially take that if you're going to be out there long enough and you want to do that, right? The other application, not only for sustenance, but if you're at the patrol base and you have two people in camp, you've got everybody in camp, everybody's home, you're still going to have people pulling guard. Now you can have your rifles, or you can have people armed up with your rifles, but you can also utilize a shotgun as the weapon to have while you're on guard. Why? Because it's up close and personal. Guard is mainly happening at night. You're not going to be able to, everybody's talking about the night vision and whatnot. If you have that, fine. But even if you're utilizing night vision, having a shotgun at night as a deterrent, as a secondary weapon for you at night, if you're in a patrol base and you end up encountering somebody, it's going to most likely be in a defensive action, and having a shotgun on the defense is just a plus. So it's a, like I said, it's a multi-role tool. You can use it for a plethora of things: hunting and sustenance, self-defense. I mean, if somebody wants to go on your clearance patrol with just a shotgun with a shit ton of buckshot and their rifle, who's to stop them? Because that adds your, especially depending on how thick the bushes you're going through. Here, I mean, defensively, if I'm using a shotgun with buckshot around here, I could use it pretty effectively within 50 yards. Anything after that, with the distances from tree line to tree line with the canyons, it's not really. But if you're in the tree line, you're in the underbrush, especially there's patches of birches around here that are thick and dense. It'd be a great tool to utilize while you're on patrol, especially for potentially if you got a two-man patrol, you're staggered, 15, 20-yard spread. You got the point man with a shotgun, initially taking contact. You have that. You also have your rifle. You can throw buckshot downrange, transition to your rifle, and buddy leap forward or potentially fall back. However, you have your SOP set up. So that's just 2 cents on shotguns in a field crafting role for small groups. So there you go. That's just my 2 cents. I think it's a very applicable weapon for groups. For individual people, like what I'm doing this to demonstrate. I'm not obviously out here with both by myself. You could be, whatever your purview is. But for me, I bring this along if I was in a camp setting. The video I had with the boys. Generally, I have a rifle when I go to the mountains, but I'll also bring the shotgun, especially with the boys, playing out in the woods. It's a quick, handy. We got 5 and 5. You got 10 rounds. Something happens with a mountain lion or something up here. Great deterrent. It's loud. It's very loud. Mountain lions, if you don't hit a mountain lion with a first, most of the time when you shoot at a mountain lion, if you don't hit it with your first round, the gunshot, unless they are set for blood and are really hungry, the gunshots generally scare them away. Make them think twice. So that's why I have it. When I go up to the mountains, most of the time I have 2 long arms and a pistol. So there you go. So yeah, and then like I was saying, I just added this. I added this to the RRV because then I can carry my rifle, have the ammunition for my rifle, and then I also have a plethora of rounds that you can keep in here. And yeah, it's not like a quick color coded primer coated, like up, down, right? But you have the ability to carry, I think there's maybe 20 or 25 shotgun shells in here. You carry 50 in here if you really wanted to. So that's all I did to modify my kit to be able to facilitate that. So there you go. Hope you guys kind of found that informative. Maybe agree, disagree. Comments, questions, concerns? All right. So thank you guys for watching.